What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, March 30th. We are going to go over the charts today. It was a no trade day for me. There were some pretty good setups in AM session this morning that I just completely faded. It did not follow my rules, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being patient on a Monday. We also had Powell speaking, which did nothing to the markets. But yeah, let's jump into the charts. All right, so coming into the markets today, I didn't really have a bias, okay? We were inside this 4-hour bearish fair value gap, and market structure is obviously bearish, okay? There's no doubt about it. However, we did have what I would consider to be a news wick or a data high. Trump tweeted something. We made this really weird looking wick, which most of the time gets filled, and we had this external high right above it. So I actually had more of a bullish bias heading into the market than bearish. And obviously my bias was completely wrong. So we jump into the market open here. We were also inside of a 15-minute bullish fair value gap as well. So we're inside of a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We had this data high above. I mean, my bias was long, guys, right? Like I'm always going to have a bullish bias when we're inside a 15-minute and we have a data high above. Simple as that. Now, I did see that we had accumulation before market open. Now, this is like best case scenario market conditions. You want to see exactly this before New York open, waiting for one side to manipulate and then looking for long. So I was looking for a manipulation of these lows inside the 15-minute to then look for a long position. So there was your manipulation. We did not get an entry on this trade. Okay, 30-second close all the way above here, 1 minute close all the way above. So I completely, did not get an entry here. Right? I didn't FOMO. I was like, okay, we're probably going to run towards the data highs now, but I just missed the trade. And then we got the real manipulation, okay? We got the real manipulation right here. And in real time, I said, you know what? If we get a 30-second inversion, this is probably going to play out to the lows. If you guys are on an eval, you can take this trade. I personally did not take this 30-second inverse, okay? Valid trade, yes. However, we were still inside a 15-minute bullish fair value gap, but we were delivering from a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, and we still had that data high above. So to me, it was like we were wedged between too many PD arrays to where, this wasn't a trade I would take on a 30-second, maybe a 1 minute. I said, hey, if we get a 1 minute inverse here, I would look for a short. And we didn't get it. We got a 30-second. And in real time, I said, okay, this is probably going to play out, but I'm just not going to take this personally. Like something in me was just like, don't take this, which obviously was a bad idea because this one ended up running all the way down to the London lows. So missed a pretty good trade there this morning, right? Like not going to lie, this was a textbook reversal, like 9:30 a.m., accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Again, the only reason I didn't take this, I even faded my indicator signal, which is like the dumbest thing because if you guys use the manipulation X indicator, you know how powerful this is, especially at market open. All right, so indicator called this one as well, and I just completely faded it. Looking back, would I fade this? Probably not. I would probably take this looking back, just because we had very clear accumulation manipulation, and like, I don't know if you consider this a data high. Like this was a news wick, but this wasn't like a CPI or NFP data high. This is like a Trump tweet, So I don't know like on what rating of data highs you would classify that. So anyway, completely missed a short position. And then I was like, okay, well, now we're obviously in bearish market structure here. We've broken, inverse some bullish fair value gaps down to the, back down to the downside. But now we have all of these bullish 1-hour gaps. So maybe we look for longs inside of this 1-hour bullish fair value gap, okay? And this is where I was looking for a long position. We saw a bullish SMT here as well. If I turn on the indicator, okay, we had a bullish SMT right here with ES. We had a ton of trendline liquidity above, and we had a 2-minute inversion. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in this long position here. If we get a 2-minute inverse, I'm going long, and I'm targeting all of these highs here. Like a beautiful trade. If we get this, I'm going into a long. And we missed our trade once again, okay? Way too big of a candle here, closed above the internal high. So I missed that trade. I'm not getting in. I'm done for the day, okay? We're probably going to chop, probably going to accumulate, which is exactly what we're doing now. So no trade day for me. I missed that short position. Literally called it in real time too. I just didn't execute it on the live stream because I didn't think it was an A+ setup. And then of course that 2-minute, we just never really got a good trade entry there. So it is what it is. Ended up hitting my final draw for the day, which was this 1-hour untapped fair value gap. And it is what it is. On days like today, patience is king. Patience pays. A lot of people had a red month this month, and we are heavy in the green this month because we have been patient. And, I really didn't see an A+ setup this morning. Even the short position, I wouldn't really classify that as an A+ setup. We were inside a 4-hour fair value gap, but with that weird looking wick above and this external high, I really had a bullish bias today. And I know I was wrong, but like looking back, I probably still would have had a bullish bias. I probably would have just tried this short because the risk to reward was there. And you definitely have an edge taking shorts like this. You can say, this kind of like 3 drive pattern here as well. So it is what it is. No trade day for me. Hopefully we get some better PA tomorrow throughout the rest of the week. We do have red folder news all week, so we definitely should see some good setups. But no trade day for me. I'm happy with that, and I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with some green P&Ls. So I will see you guys tomorrow.